jumping into the business part, here's the $1 million question. What makes you want to sign a creator?
Rana,
Tori, you can, whoever wants to jump in, Rana.
Go. Sorry.
I would say it's different for everyone because I am someone who is like inherently super, super, super curious. So I love to work with people that are going to keep me on my toes, have really big vision, really big dreams. I love to help map that out. And so I think for me, I know if it's a fit because there's a difference between like wanting to work with someone and it actually being a fit to work with someone. I know it's a fit if someone has a very, very, very clear like POV and vision that they can work towards. It's not a fit if someone's like, I just want to make a ton of money tomorrow, or I want, to have clout or, whatever. That's not going to be a foundation that I can help build upon. So it really, really matters to me that there's a vision involved that I can help them work towards. And it doesn't necessarily matter the vertical, because I think that's the beauty of the creator economy is like we are all in our individual lives, multi-hyphenated people that have things that interest us in our own personal backgrounds. And so our talent should be able to be the same. And so I think that's what gets me excited about someone and knowing if it's more of a fit versus convenience.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. How about you, Rana?
Yeah, I will. To that point, I think that because now it's such a saturated industry, and everyone has a podcast, and everyone has and so I think that the strong POV is the right is right on, and nails it on the head, Victoria. And then separately, what is like the 5, 10, 15-year plan? Because I think a lot of people live it's so ironic because we're like, everyone needs to live in the present. And like, yes, certainly like you need to live in now and sort of like, but I think that what's really, really important and what distinguishes you from the rest of the noise, because there is so much noise, is okay, like how does this following that you've developed for yourself turn into like different verticals, whether it's a podcast or if it's acting or if it's a product or if whatever it might be, because the brand deals, they do dry up inevitably, or they come in cycles. And so what are you going to do that's really going to be able to give longevity? Honestly, like I think that Jake Shane has been like such like probably like one of the ideal sort of versions of this, to go from just creating content online to then developing the podcast to then turning that into theater and now developing his own project at Hulu. Like that's sort of like, I think, at least with a lot of the people that I work with, what a lot of our clients are striving to get is because, the best version of this is if TikTok went away tomorrow and if social media went away tomorrow, would you still be working?
Yeah.
And that I think is what I look for when I'm trying to find talent.
Yeah, that is definitely the question. I mean, it's the same for my firm. Like we want to take on clients who are building businesses. So it's exactly what you said. And building these individual media companies. And look, as we learn, like TikTok could very well go away. I mean, who knows? Like It's a disaster right now. So the social media platforms are called that for a reason. It's a platform. And, build other things off of that. But I 100% agree with you. And our smartest clients, and you guys know this, are the ones who are not slaves to the algorithm, who understand that thing can change tomorrow. And who knows why. Like we're not, we can't make those decisions. So yeah, I completely agree with you about building businesses outside of the platforms, which is kind of funny because it starts with the platforms, but ultimately you want to see them be building stuff outside the platforms.